Hello, hello. Welcome back. This is Sarah from Niaoga, and again, scanning today's news headlines, I ran across an interesting article from the Kotaku website, and 74% of adults have been harassed while gaming online, study says. And I was curious about this because I know our libraries have expanded to provide games that can be played on different consoles, including the Wii, the PlayStation, Nintendo consoles. So I was curious about what this was. And the report, published by the century-old civil rights nonprofit organization, the Anti-Defamation League, offers some staggering statistics on the prevalence of trolling, threats, discrimination, and just plain rude name calling in online gaming. Alongside a survey of over 1,000 people who play games, the ADL also looked at game publishers' moderation of those spaces and found them wanting. Large-scale commercial games have these aspects of their platform that are totally unmoderated spaces, said Daniel Kelly, the associate director of ADL's Center for Technology and Society, to Kotaku. We know from places like 4chan or 8chan that unmoderated spaces become toxic, and quickly. How toxic? Some of the numbers that came from the study conducted in April of this year are mind-boggling. 65% of the players surveyed experienced severe harassment, which includes physical threats, stalking, and sustained harassment while gaming online. 29% said that at some point they had been doxxed as a result of the game, which the study defines as a stranger publishing private information about them, which is doxing. Women were the most harassed demographic, probably because women's voices can be identifying in games' voice chats, with nearly 40% having reported harassment based on gender. Another thing the ADL found was that not all games are created equal when it comes to harassment in their social spaces. Among the top games that the ADL found to foster harassment were Dota 2, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, Overwatch, which is a game we do have circulating in the Niaoga library system, PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and League of Legends. Dota 2 was the top game. Players said that they had stopped playing because they didn't want to deal with others' rude antics. And while 80% of the players said they had at some point experienced positive social interactions in a game, with World of Warcraft, Minecraft, we circulate this one in Niaoga, and the NBA 2K series, we also circulate this one, being the leaders in happy moments. That number dropped to just 37% while talking about Riot's League of Legends. Games haven't caught up with other online services in terms of their approach to dealing with harassment. Over the last decade, as social media has become a confluence of big business and mass culture, companies like Facebook and Twitter have begun outright denouncing hate speech and harassment on their platforms. There's an expectation that if you're on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, or any text thing, there's some form of moderation, Daniel Kelly said. I was looking at both Fortnite, which we circulate, and League of Legends policies around harassment, and they're looking at Twitter's 2006 policies, and they seem to be carbon copies of each other. So Fortnite and League of Legends are at least a decade behind as far as their harassment policies. That's not good. While games also include voice chat as well as text, Kelly said that harassment occurred pretty much equally between both methods of communication. It's very important to note that gamers' humor can be a bit extreme. We tend to take it for granted that someone might think it's funny to type KYS or kill yourself in an online game for laughs. My question was, who runs any gaming events at the libraries? What policies do we or you have in place? How do we talk to our staff about these games, and what issues might pop up for our patrons? I went to TechSoup for libraries and why you should care about gaming in libraries. Gaming events can, of course, draw teens and their parents to the library. There's increasing evidence that gaming events in the library will increase circulation and reading among young adults. You can create a connection between young adults and the library staff. Teens and adults are more likely to ask for help from someone they know. You can help teens develop teamwork and organizational skills. A lot of libraries involve teens in planning and monitoring their game nights. Teens help select the games, market the events, set up equipment, enforce time limits, and so on. Furthermore, the games themselves often require teamwork and cooperative problem solving. Video games can be beneficial. There's no universal consensus on this controversial issue, but there's a lot of evidence suggesting that well-designed games improve fluid intelligence and one's ability to solve complicated, multifaceted problems. problems. For a book-length discussion of this topic, see Everything Bad is Good for You by Steven Johnson. Finally, the ALA has a roundtable for games in libraries with several links in the description below. These links provide information and guidance on games, possible objections to libraries providing these games or video games, and resources to find games that fit your patron audience. And these are 3 of the links here. I will again put them in the email and link them below in the description box. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like, a comment, share the video. Let me know if you like these. See you next time.